Hey everybody, Rose Matter here, and welcome to my reaction and discussion for episode 11 of Bocchi the Rock. It's sad that we're going to be approaching the end of the series, but I'm also excited to see how it's going to wrap up. Today we're going to be watching the penultimate episode of the season, and in the last episode, there was Hattori trying her best to get over her fears of performing in front of the school as the school festival at her school is coming up, and they have requested people perform. So she was kind of waffling on whether she wanted Kesoku Band to perform or not. She was talking about how it's different than just performing like for an audience of strangers because she is at this school. People don't know her very well, but if she bombs, then that's all people are going to talk about and they're going to make fun of her. At least that's what she thinks. As we know, with this show, she assumes the worst, and that's not really what people are thinking. She just assumes people are going to think the worst of her at all times, and that's not the case. But she had the courage leading up to. She filled out the form and everything, but she couldn't go through with it. Fainted before she could submit her application. Kita ended up finding the application and submitting it for her, and felt really guilty because Hattori was like, "I can't do it. I am not strong enough to do it." So everybody kind of rallied around her to encourage her to go through with it because high school only happens once, and you want to not have regrets. That's what they said about how like you might regret this later on if you don't do it. Scary, but you only have one chance at this. And eventually, between everybody else telling her that, and I believe Hiroi is her name, the bassist from the drunk bassist from the band. I can't remember her band's name was introduced in the last episode, but she suggested that the band members come and see her band perform, and it was really cool. Hattori like had this kind of moments, this like light bulb moment of like, oh my god, I want to be like them. I want to shine on stage like they do and make them feel the way I'm feeling watching them. And that kind of encouraged her to go through with it. And there was a really sweet moment at the end where she admitted that she submitted it knowing that Hattori probably didn't want to go through with it, but she just took the opportunity and, all water under the bridge, everybody's good. Seemed like everything was good to go, and then the day of the festival, and Hattori is missing. So that's where we ended off. So I guess it's like Operation Find Bocchi, Find Hattori. What's going on? Did she like panic? And she doesn't want to go through with it. So I'm assuming that's what's going to be happening in this episode is them trying to find Hattori and convincing her to perform in front of the school. So anyway, let's watch this episode, and I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. All right, it's day one of the festival. Every time I watch one of these shows that have like school festivals, I'm like, I wish schools here did that. Would have loved this in high school. Then again, I say this, but I was an introvert, so I don't know if I would really participate. And they said that their school was like a little bit more strict. I don't know if like Japan, every school does a school festival, or if that depends on like what kind of school. Oh, they ended up doing the maid one, of course. And she disappeared, right? That's where we ended, where them be like, she's gone. Well, she said she didn't want to do that. That's definitely not her style. They're like, this is the one place we could think of because that's where she used to hide out. And the bathrooms, right? Breaking, learning about the top secret ecosystem of the Hattori Gota. Darwin Kita. I love a human, no. I love how well she knows Hattori. Right, didn't she say she was like a slug, right? She's like, I'm a slug girl or a slug person. Aw. Aw, that's how I feel sometimes. You guys, most of my people that comment, but my people, my viewers are very nice. But people can also be very fickle. I understand that. Yeah, that's why one of the reasons why I try to be very consistent for the most part about uploading my videos is because you slip on that and people just move on. But yeah, there hasn't really been mention, but that's a thing. That's a nice thing is she was kind of living herself just anonymously online. But ever since joining the band, it's like, yeah, she's kind of let her online stuff slip, but it's way better to be doing it in person and having friends and hanging out. It just shows, even though she might not see it, like how far along she's come, that she has dedicated herself to something in the real world. Not to say like online stuff isn't also valid, but I mean, if you have to choose between the two, I feel like the real life's a little bit more important. On that note, too, like the whole thing about the Guitar Hero persona, it's barely been brought up. Who was it? It was Nijika who found that out, right? Wonder if she's told the other members. Probably not, because she probably figures that Itori, if she didn't tell them, she has a reason for that. Why is it blurred? That looks so bad. As soon as you blur something, it looks really indecent. Oh, well, that was fast. I thought it was going to be like a whole episode of them trying to find her, but no. First 4 minutes. Oh my gosh, that's why they're all dirty and stuff. I just love how dedicated they are to finding her. She looks so cute though. Like they say when she dresses up like that. Yes, this will be the festival episode, and then the final one will be the big concert. I'm okay with a I'm okay with a culture festival episode. I always find these a little cute, like any show or game where they have like the school festival, episode and see what they do with it. And it's just crazy like how all out they go. She just like, I should have a reaction so she doesn't feel bad that she didn't scare us. Oh damn, that looks good. Old habits die hard. She said she was going to try and be better about not mooching off people. Oh. And look at her. She's like, oh, this is fun. Yeah, when you're with friends. Look at her, she's taking the initiative. Like, yeah. Okay, I see why. Ulterior motives. She has great faces. Wonder she's got a mask on or something. Or there's like a fake version of her, like a cardboard version, like something's up. Oh. Wait, what? What? We having crossover episode? What's going on here? What is happening right now? Then again, the show is not afraid to do that. What? What is this? This is amazing. He said the same thing when they went over to her house and made her have like a fashion show. Oh my gosh, it's like, we'll make you a maid. We'll make you the oh gosh. Oh no. 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 I appreciate the fact that the show doesn't do that kind of stuff. I like they hint at it, but she's comfortable in her tracksuit. She would not make a great waitress. It's marketing, baby. I love that they're kind of like needling her a little bit. It's all in good fun though. Oh, nice. That's one of those foods. What's it called? Om omaru rice. It's like it always looks really good. It's basically like egg, right? It's like an omelet, and they put like ketchup on it. Also, how did she get out of working at her like class thing? She goes to the school too, and she seems to not have to do anything. Exactly. I'm like, how did she get out of doing any work? It's like as long as they don't turn Kesokuba into like a maid band. I want to know who let these men into this high school. Are you going like glad they're getting something out of it? Free labor. Exactly. It's like I don't work for free. Poor Hattori, she probably feels like she doesn't bring anything. I wonder if she'll tell people online because like they're leaving her and being like she hasn't put anything out in a while. She'd be like, I'm performing at this school with my band. Come see me. I love that they're supportive. They're cringe sometimes, like when they embarrassed her in front of Kita and Nijika when they were over at her place, but their intentions are good. Oh no, we're finally having some discourse in the band. And then just like that, solved. I love it. They're all unproblematic queens. Yeah, she seemed a little down in the last episode. Maybe it was just because she felt guilty about deceiving Hattori about the application, but no, I know she seemed a little weird. Maybe Kita's got something going on that she doesn't want to talk about. She doesn't want to bother them. She's too busy hyping up Hattori because she feels like she needs it. What? Maybe maybe she knows about who Hattori is. I'm so worried something's gonna happen like right before. Oh, wait. There's only a couple of minutes left, right? I'm waiting for something to happen to be like a problem right before they had to perform. Nice to see her have positive thoughts about what might happen instead of always negative thoughts. She's well, look at her. She's in the zone. He's actually the one who's having some problems. Yeah, it was all a front. Oh, I'm so nervous for them. So nervous. And I'll have to wait to see how it's going to go in the next episode. Feel bad for Hitori. Yeah, she goes to the school too, but then again, aw, so cute. I love how the dog is there in, you know, aw, they came too. That's amazing. Oh, there we go. And Hiroi. I'm surprised they let her come in with alcohol. And it's gonna cut off right here, right? Yep, as I figured. Okay. I knew it. I knew that's exactly how it's gonna go, but oh, I'm so excited. I'm assuming everything will go well, or maybe it won't, but they'll learn to just deal with it because that's what you have to do. I can't believe it's almost done. Aw. Alright, guys, so that was another really cute episode. It's about what I expected with the kind of the school festival episode. When they hinted at Hattori running off or disappearing, I figured it was her maybe like having second thoughts about performing, but it was something a little bit different. She just didn't want to be participating in the maid cafe, which I understand. And there was a lot of really sweet moments, kind of similar to the summer episode where it was just kind of like a little bit of a filler episode before like the big event that was going to be happening. But I still enjoy those all the same. Just them just having their little adventures and just hanging out as friends instead of as bandmates, and just kind of like taking the piss out of each other, having fun with each other. Hattori getting to experience a school festival with a group of friends for the first time and learning just how fun that can be, making more memories. About her getting out of her shell, making memories. That seems to be like what this show is about. But yeah, it's going to be crazy that the next episode is the final one, and I'm really excited to see like how is it going to go. Are they going to have a great show? Are they going to run into maybe some issues? Are they going to have a not so great show, but they just learn to deal with it, because that's what this is all about. Like, I imagine being part of a band is like you're gonna have some bad shows and you just have to learn to deal with it, and learn what you can do next time. But I'm hoping everything's gonna go well and they're gonna have a great show and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I just thought it was really sweet, that moment at the end where like Hattori was a little despondent about like everybody was cheering for Kita. I'm sure she understands, Kita's very popular and outgoing. Hattori doesn't really go out of her way to talk to people at school, so it makes sense that they wouldn't really be cheering for her, but she still has her fans, her family. I thought it was really sweet that those girls from Starry came to the school festival as well, and interesting that they knew about it. I don't know if like they're just super fans and they know wherever Kesoku Band is playing and they're going to be there, or maybe they mentioned it like that they were going to be playing at the school festival. But I just thought it was really cute that those girls are like such fans and they are, going to watch them no matter what. So if Kesoku bands ends up being a big thing, they can be like hipsters and be like, we were there first. Like we were fans from the beginning. And then also like Hiroi showing up as well, your usual drunk self. But it's nice that Hattori has like her group of fans and also just friends that support her. And she seemed much more confident. Like she seemed a little nervous, but she like had that face. I was like, at the end, I was like, okay, she is like in the zone. Also, like Kita acting kind of weird towards the end, where she kept saying, like, seeming like she wanted to say something Hattori, but she couldn't get it out. She seemed a little bit nervous. I don't know. She's acting a little bit off, and I'm wondering what's going on with that. But maybe that'll be revealed in the last episode. But anyway, I'm really excited to see how this ends, but I'm really bummed out it's going to be ending soon. I've been on Google, like, just checking intermittently, being like, has there been a second season announced? Like, I want more of this show. I'm gonna miss these characters. I'm gonna miss like just this whole vibe. It's just so nice to watch something that's just nice and pleasant. I would love to see that. I would love to see this series continue, maybe with them like out of high school, a little bit older, still performing, but maybe like having some more tension, some more conflict, because I've talked about how I really appreciate that the show kind of subverts that. Like, you feel like high schoolers in a band, there'd be a lot of big emotions happening, a lot of conflicting opinions and strife and drama, but they really tend to avoid that. And they're all just really nice to each other. And like they get over things really quickly. They have a lot of emotional maturity for high schoolers. But I feel like maybe maybe a series like later on with this, maybe another season where they're a little bit older, maybe some of them are thinking about going to, like graduate, post, high school, like university and stuff. And maybe some people aren't as dedicated to the band. Maybe they're going to have conflicts about where they're going with the band. Like, as much as I love that this is an unproblematic show that like doesn't have like big issues, it would be nice to see like the show maybe mature along with the characters and have there be a little bit of higher stakes and see them navigate that. That's just my thoughts. It's maybe something I'd like to see, but whatever direction this show ends up going, I just really hope we get more of it, because this is one of like my favorite anime I think that I have seen for like watching for the channel or just in general. I just been really enjoying it. I'm really bummed out it's going to be ending soon. So yeah, I went on a little bit of a tangent, sorry about that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll stay tuned next time for the finale of season 1 of Bocchi the Rock, and I hope you will join me for that and see how the show ends. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Special shout out to my top tier patrons: Emily Hornsby, Zoran Ether, Revealing Storm, Asborn Kennedy, iCognito, and Harry Gazif.